What's in the pipeline for you guys? The next after this chess boxing event, what do you guys have in store?
After I need a win, and then my life, everything has been. Actually, wait, no, we have something big in the pipeline.
Andrea, wait, did you just forget?
Oh yeah,
my dude.
Alexandra was like,
I totally forgot. We're moving to New York.
Andrea, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I forgot. No, I told you I'm stressed. I forget about everything. Yeah, no, we're moving to New York. Botez takes on New York.
Heck yeah.
That's a big
Hopefully,
We're moving out of the content house.
Yes.
Before that, I'm playing in the World Championship held by the World Poker Tour in December. I'm going to do the 10K entry. I'm probably going to lose, but they're covering my free roll.
WPT, World Poker Series.
Yeah.
Whatever the name is.
It's
WSPT,
this
something like
one's
that.
the World Poker Tour. That's hosting
got it. Got it.
And then I'll also do some creator games, so continuing the fun poker stuff. But then we moved to New York, which is actually a big move because, LA is where all of the creators are. And I'll be honest, I have wanted to move back to New York for a while now because I used to live there and I moved away during the pandemic and I kept wanting to move back for a lot of different reasons. But Andrea, I think if I were staying in LA, she would prefer that. So it's actually a bigger decision for you, which I'm not pressuring her to move.
Yeah, I thought about it for like 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, being in separate cities. No, I'd rather just live with my sister. So it's
But you guys have to stay together. I mean, you have to stay together.
Yeah, we can't break up. It's too soon.
It's too soon, yeah.
So is that a business move or is it because you just wanted to live in New York?
For me, it's personal. So I've moved once a year for the last 8 years or however many. And similar to how we were talking about before in terms of routine, moving all the time and not feeling like I could put down my roots is a little bit stressful. And I'm at this stage where I'm really into self-improvement. And I think an important part of that is starting to settle down in a city where I see myself being for a few years, which I have multiple reasons for that. And I just think having that will make me be able to do a lot better in everything else. So I actually think it will be a good business move as well, but it's coming from a place of it's important for me personally. And I've just started really understanding what my priorities are at this stage. And for Andrea, you're young.
I'm just along for the ride,
Are you excited about that?
I'm like, LA was great for a year, but we can make content in New York. I'm down to experience.
There's a lot of good
city.
content in New York.
If it goes wrong, I'll come back. I'm young. I have
Some of the best
flexibility and
content
freedom.
you guys put out there was
Yeah, most
from
of the
New
best
York.
content we've had on YouTube is from New York. And the time
The
zone
live
is
chess,
culture is
yeah.
great.
the chess culture is great, and the time zone is also very beneficial for streaming.
Yeah, time zone's much better.
You have those great chess parks too.
Yeah.
Washington Square, Union Square.
Yeah,
right?
we hit
Spend
those
a lot
all the
of time
time.
there.
Yeah.
Too much time, honestly, sometimes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I spent a lot of my childhood playing in those parks.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Have you posted any videos playing Chess Hustlers
No.
after there?
No.
Wait, you should do it.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, maybe if I haven't been in New York in 3 years, I think.
Hey,
wow.
when we
Pandemic
move, we'll
all.
host
Time
you.
for New
We'll
Yeah,
show
York.
you
I'd love
around.
to do some content in New York.
Yeah.
I have a photo when I was 8 years old. I'll just very short story. They wanted to do a photo shoot for an article for the New Yorker. And I was like this young prodigy kid, whatever. And they wanted to do a short interview and then a photo shoot. And they wanted to do it in Washington Square Park. And I thought, okay, it's annoying for a kid, but it won't take too long. And it
Why
ends
is
up,
it annoying?
well, I don't know. I didn't want to get my photo taken. And I was just a kid. I was like,
that's
I don't want to, kids don't understand publicity.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it ended up raining, just pouring massively. And we were stuck in the rain for hours and hours. This was my coach at the time, Bruce Pandolfini. So hours
that's so
of just,
cool that Pandolfini was
they're
your coach.
trying to, get the perfect shot. And they finally got the shot. And then we recreated it years later with Bruce.
Oh, that's awesome.
In 2015. We went to
That's
the same
awesome.
bench and took the same exact photo, which is me standing on the bench, and he's really tall, and I'm
That's awesome.
you know?
And Pandolfini's Endgames is one of my favorite chess
Our dad
books.
loves that
Our
book.
dad loves
He's a great
it.
coach.
Yeah.
I
Great
do it
coach.
to everybody.
Yeah. That's so wholesome.
Yeah, that's a
Nice
good memory.
wholesome tidbit.
Well, it was terrible at the time. I was hating it, but now it's a good memory.
That's reasonable. I would hate being in the rain for 2 hours as well.
I was thinking about it, and I think you guys were mentioning this type of split, Like you want to cool off a little bit, calm down, and
Whoa, whoa,
Andrea
whoa.
is still
Whoa,
like
whoa,
super.
whoa,
super-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
wanted-
When I
No,
say
kidding.
cool off, I mean don't move
Settle.
every single
settle,
year.
Settle in.
She-
Settle
wanna settle,
location-wise so that the growth will be easier to focus on because the foundation
what
is
if
there.
at some point you will want to raise a family? Those
She has
thoughts
me.
ever
What do you mean?
come
No,
into
what
your
do you mean?
mind
I
at
raise
all?
this
She can babysit
girl every
me.
single day.
She can't even make me breakfast. What do you mean? She doesn't even.
No. I do want a family one day.
At some point.
But
in the next 5-10 years.
honestly,
That's too soon. I'm calling it too soon.
No, I actually do want a family, and when you're a woman, the quality of your eggs
Oh, God,
decreases
not the
over
egg
time.
talk again.
Okay, I've had
I've
this
heard
talk a
this
few
talk
times.
so
I guess we're
whatever.
getting there.
I need to freeze my eggs.
So I do want to freeze my eggs, yes. But I do want to be able to have kids, and I do want to have them at a young age, just because it's better for the kids. And I'm not saying I have big goals for those children, but we have a
They
family
have to speak
business
Mandarin,
first.
and they have to be good at math, and they have to know computer science, and they have to play chess, but they also have to have a social life, but they also have to be athletic at the same time.
So are these as yet fictional kids are taking over Botez Live at some point? Is this
Well,
the future?
Well, I thought about it. I don't think
There's not
Dynasty.
room for more.
It's
Dynasty.
not good to put kids on camera when they're young.
Well, that's actually, it's probably not good for them, but
For them, for the business,
but it
it's
would have
great.
a hit on
Yeah.
YouTube.
But I wouldn't want to use my kids for that. But again, I
But
have
think
I
of the
have
college
time. I have
fund.
time, and also like at some point, Andrea and I might want to do separate content just because we're doing things differently. But I think there will
Wait.
always be.
I didn't know about that.
Well, you don't like. What if you become a DJ? What
Then
are
you'll be my backup dancer.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yes, you can, and yes, you will.
Is this your
Last time I
We're
tried to
not-
come behind you while you were
Yes.
DJing, I got kicked out by her
Yeah.
first groupie who I
I
thought was
guess-
her security guard.
is this your
Yeah.
plan to become a DJ in the future?
No, it's just a small tangent.
So she's been getting
Chess
more into
boxer,
DJing.
DJ.
I was
like it.
DJing,
Yeah.
but then I started boxing. There's too much to do.
I mean, no, Andrea and I have actually been working. We've been working together really well and splitting tasks. And even when we do our individual things, it's kind of worked to put them on the YouTube channel and things like that. But we do have separate interests. Like Andrea really likes DJing. Let's say I like poker. Or I'm like really into startups and things like that. So those things might change, but I think we'll always have some kind of core. But then on top of working together, we're actually genuinely very close.
Yeah.
Which, was maybe surprising at first.
It was very surprising.
I learned so much about you the first year when we lived
I
together.
was shocked. I was like, I did not even know this woman my entire life. She's a whole different person.
What was the
But I
biggest
was-
surprise? if it's not a secret,
I
or
can't
any
talk-
surprise, any
Look,
surprise.
we're not PC on the C
she
Squared
was more
podcast,
fun
so
than I
anything.
expected. I always thought like, oh, the older sister's the good child.
I was the
Doesn't
good
get
child.
it. No, she was the bad child. I was the one who got in trouble and got caught. I was the better child that was just clumsier.
If
She was
you
good
don't
at
get
hiding
it.
caught,
She
you
was
do
good at
no,
hiding it.
She
no
was
wrong.
a wild card, and I didn't think that till I moved in. Yeah.
I like it. Well, that's a good way to finish it off. I think it's getting late here in LA. Thank you very much for
Wait,
joining
Andrea,
us.
is it your bedtime yet?
No, that's the sad
It's
thing.
probably past the
No,
bedtime. Yeah.
It's 10, 11. I go to bed at 10:30. But that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay, sorry. Go
It is
back
my
to your
bedtime.
wrap.
Oh, that was my closing statement. Fabi, do you have anything
No.
to add?
On speaking about bedtimes, I really like early bedtimes, and the only time that I get to experience it, because I'm naturally I like to work at night, is when I'm really jet lagged, and then you just naturally fall asleep at like 9 o'clock, and then you wake up at 5 in the morning, and I really like that routine, and then I can't
It is
ever.
nice waking
It's
up.
Yeah,
really
no, I
nice.
like that. I like
Sunrise
that.
and the sun
And you feel
shining.
super productive.
Yeah,
Heck
you do.
yeah.
And then I
It's
can't
great.
recreate it naturally because I just
can't.
end up
I'm sure
like
you
No, I'm a night owl too,
Yeah.
and I really struggle with it. I like working at night much more than in the morning.
yeah, me too. It's just but then you miss out on that productive feeling when you wake up early and you do a
Yeah.
workout and then it's like still 7 in the morning. You're like, oh wow.
That's
And normally I wake up-
That's
That's
nice.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good luck sustaining that wake up call at 5 a.m. Yeah, it's impossible.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What is a sustainable wake up time? And let's say you also have a social life that you could wake up at consistently.
7.
Do you not go out?
Consistent.
Wait, what's the social life? I mean, I'm
Like
old.
you should just
I'm
clip.
like-
you should
I
just
like-
clip Bobby saying just that.
This is the geriatric podcast. I mean, come on.
What's the sort like you hang out with friends and then you sleep at 11:30?
Yeah, you nailed
You
it.
have-
That's the way it
Wait,
works.
even your
That's the way it
cameraman
works.
is laughing at you.
Have a few beers and
Yeah, these chess players, they're crazy,
Oh.
crazy kids. Maybe
Yeah.
get in a fight.
that's
have
a
friendly
social
grappling
But that's
match on
that's
the
what I
ground.
consider a social life, like legitimately. Non-social life is you don't see anyone for like 5 days.
Yeah, 5
which
days
is-
not that long.
Really?
I've been through some shit these last 6 weeks.
Yeah, I guess you're jaded after all
I
the
mean,
boxing.
but we always have people at our
But
house.
yeah, we're quite we're quite social here.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, 7 a.m. What about you, Christian?
So early wake up call to feel productive and still have a social life. I mean, 7 is pretty decent. I would say 8. I would go a bit higher.
Okay. Andrea?
Well, it depends on the night out, you know. If it's a night out, maybe you come
Sometimes
home at
Andrea
8
goes
a.m.
out in LA and she comes back at like 5 or 6 or
It's
7.
like a war out there.
Do you feel like
And
a
then I
mother?
see her- I don't
It's
see her until 2
hey,
p.m.
Andrea, you were supposed to be here at 10 o'clock.
Oh, it's
It's
not how
5
it works.
o'clock.
I
What are
show
you
up to
doing?
my
Yeah.
It's only on my days
Yeah.
off. I'm responsible. But
Yeah.
but there can be a fun night where it's like you stay out a little bit till like midnight, 1. You can wake up at 8. You have like solid 2 hours to work out, to be clean, to get your work. But it really depends on the night out.
You know, it's bad. For me, an early, consistent wake up would be 9 or 10.
Yeah, Alex is definitely not
Fair
a
enough,
morning
yeah.
person.
I'm a night owl. I like to fiend in the nighttime, and
She
that's when I
does.
get a lot of my
But
ideas.
she's very creative at night, so it makes sense.
So recently I woke up, actually a couple of days ago, I woke up at 10 and I haven't done that in months. And I thought that I'm getting sick. I thought that my body is telling me that I'm supposed to sleep more and that now I'm getting sick. So 10 o'clock for me is way too late.
Your
But
body
you
probably
also
just needs
don't
to
count.
recover.
Hmm?
Huh?
I did need that for
Yeah,
recovery,
you probably
yes, for
needed
sure.
it yeah.
But you don't count. I mean, you have like this stable family life. You're like,
That is true. I'm
Baby,
old. Yes.
it's
yes.
10:30.
That is,
let's finish the movie.
Whoa, whoa,
Go to
whoa,
bed.
whoa, 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 whoa. How do you know that, first of all? And no, that is not the case.
But it is.
Occasionally.
So for you, like
Occasionally.
8,
Wait,
7,
does he have a
6 wake up
baby or
time
a
is
wife?
No, no, I don't have any babies. No,
Okay.
no, no.
No, no.
I wasn't sure
Baby
if you
as
had
in
a
my
baby. Your
fiancé
wife. I
would-
thought,
yeah.
but I
Okay,
wasn't
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
No, no.
Fiance, what? Not wife.
Gotcha,
Sorry.
gotcha.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
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 Not
Soon to
yet.
be. Soon to be. Yeah.
I remember when you guys got together, actually. I've actually known you for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
I mean, the
known each
chess
other
world is
for
so small.
At least 10 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, because I remember the name from Canadian chess and I wanted to know whether it was you or not. Have you ever played in the Romanian chess team league?
No.
You haven't, so it wasn't you.
Mm-mm.
It probably was.
Unless I was a kid, because my dad put me in all the tournaments and I didn't remember which was
it was
which.
somebody from Canada, very good, very promising young girl chess player. I think it was Dinka. Maybe.
Cornelia Dinka,
Cornelia
probably.
Dinka,
yeah.
maybe it was her.
There was
So-
a lot of strong Romanian chess players
Wonder what
where
they
we
do
grew up.
now.
We had a lot of
Canadians,
Romanian. We had a
yes,
lot of
yeah.
Romanian chess coaches, actually, at least 3. No, at 4.
Did you ever train with Dumitrache?
Mm-mm.
No, okay, so it wasn't you.
Oh man, this podcast
is
is
the
becoming
Romanian-
very Romanian now.
Sorry.
yes. Once Dumitrake
Alright,
comes out,
guys.
You cut it off. You
I
cut
have
it
to
off,
leave. I
Fabi.
have to leave.
Yeah, it reminds me of like when my dad runs into like one of his dad friends and they're like reminiscing and like just go and just start zoning out because like you don't know.
Okay, okay. Cut the end of it for retention. If you guys have been watching until now, make sure to subscribe so you can watch their future videos, and also give it a thumbs up because it helps it do better.
Excellent. Awesome. Beautiful.